How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel. In this video, we're going to be talking about Tesla stock. We're going to go over recent Elon Musk stock sales. We're also going to be talking about what to look out for Tesla stock as we go into 2022. They have earnings coming up pretty soon, so we're going to be talking about that in detail. We're also going to go over why Ark Invest $3,000 price target by 2025 could potentially be happening pretty soon. So we're going to be talking about all this important information in this video coming up. As you can see right here, we have Tesla stock today sitting at $1,086.19. We have a slightly down day today. We are down 0.21%. We had a pretty good open today at the pre-market. In the market open, we were super bullish. We were sitting at close to $1,100 and we closed at $1,086. Compared to a Tesla stock day with the overall stock market, it was a relatively flat day today. Not a lot of big action or anything like that happened to the overall market. Tesla stock only down 0.21%. We have big tech companies, Amazon down 0.85%. Google down 0.02%, Apple up 0.05%. There's not a lot of big movement that was happening with the overall stock market too. We are actually approaching 2022. This is the holiday season, so there's not going to be a lot of buying and selling going on with the overall stock market. So we expect the activity to decline, but we're still in a Santa Claus rally, so we expect some kind of movement to the upside as we get into 2022. Now let's talk about Elon Musk stock sales. As you can see right here, Elon Musk sold some shares yesterday, December 28th. He sold around 923,000 shares at a price of $1,091. He also sold more than 10,000 shares at $1,113. So he basically finished selling his shares. So that is pretty massive for Tesla stock. A lot of people are anticipating that we're going to be seeing some kind of a massive rally to happen as we get this announcement that Tesla stock is finished selling. We actually saw that rally happen a past few days. We actually saw this massive rally that happened for Tesla stock as we get super close of him finishing his share. So a lot of people that wanted to get involved in Tesla stock with this dip, they got in it. Later on, we're going to be talking about detailed breakdown of Tesla stock technical analysis, but this is pretty good for Tesla stock as we go into 2022. So the other important thing we need to be talking about, of course, is Tesla earnings report that's coming up. We talked about that a few days ago. We talked about a detailed breakdown of what to expect for Tesla stock earnings. So we have some important numbers that we need to be watching out for, especially the delivery numbers, which is super important. The consensus figure for Tesla delivery numbers is expected to be 276,900 vehicles, 261,400 of them being the Model 3 and the Model Y, and 15,500 Model S and Model X vehicles. There's a lot of different analysts and a lot of people speculating that this number could potentially be even more. The other important thing that we're going to be talking about as we go into 2022 is what Elon Musk said about full self-driving could be implemented next year. So 2022 is going to be super massive for Tesla stock. He mentioned, later on we're going to be watching a small clip of him stating that, but that is super massive for Tesla, mainly because Ark Invest, as you can see over here, the bull case price targets set by Ark Invest is mainly focused on robotaxi. We're going to be watching a video of Ark Invest analysts stating that Tesla could potentially be gaining more than $9 trillion in revenue if they can implement this fully self-driving and robotaxi service for the public. So that's going to be super massive. As you can see, the bull case for Tesla is $4,000 by 2025. The bear case is $1,500. And the expected value is $3,000. So they are looking into different things when they're coming up with this price targets. They take into consideration the massive increase of Tesla vehicle productions and the growth and the different technology, mainly this self-driving, full self-driving robotaxi, which is going to be a game changer, not only for Tesla, for the entire world. So that is going to be massive. And we know that Elon Musk said that fully self-driving can be implemented pretty soon. Of course, there's going to be some kind of regulations that needs to be passed for it to be completely adapted and for people to start using it. So we're going to be checking out a video of exactly how this price targets could potentially be reached by Ark Invest and why they believe that this self-driving feature, this automation robotaxi, could be a game changer for Tesla stock, and we could potentially be hitting this $3,000 or $4,000 price target by 2025. So let's check out the video. And we're also going to be looking at Elon Musk stating that fully self-driving can be implemented by next year in 2022. So and then I'm going to come back and we're going to go over Tesla stock technical analysis.
Joining us now is Will Summerlin, Ark Invest Internet analyst. Will, great to have you with us. I mean, in the short term, are you guys getting tempted to take profits, not just little trims, but take major profits? It's such a huge exposure for the fund that we just mentioned, but for the company as a whole.
Yeah, it's great to be with you. So, we're a long-term focused investor. We focus 5 years out, and our current price target for Tesla is $3,000. Now, if we zoom out even further and think about the robo-taxi opportunity, and I focus on artificial intelligence, so I'm most excited by autonomy. We think that could drive $9 trillion in revenue to the robo-taxi platforms within the next decade. And, self-driving really comes down to a data problem. You need a lot of data to train systems to drive themselves. And, Tesla has a fleet of hundreds of thousands of cars collecting billions of data points every single day. Whereas if you look at Waymo or others, they have hundreds of cars on the road. And so they have such a data advantage. We think they're well positioned to capture that autonomous opportunity. And so while we do trade, actively, and Kathy manages the portfolios on a daily basis, we are very much long-term focused.
And not too worried about the threat of other EVs, which I guess is as pronounced as it's ever been, as significant as it's ever been.
Yeah, and my colleague Tasha Keeney, who focuses on Tesla, has done a lot of work on this and put out a lot of content. Sam Corris, who covers energy storage, has also done a lot of research on batteries and supply chain issues there. And we feel very strongly about Tesla.
But it's not rising for the reasons you guys are bullish on it, right? It's not rising because of robo-taxis and autonomous. It's rising because, well, it just got a big order from Hertz, which clears the way, I think, for more mainstreamization of these EVs. So I wonder, so do you think that there's only more upside because of that? Why do you think it is rising? Because on a day like today, it jumped and there was no good reason.
I think people are starting to realize that this transition to EV is happening more quickly than many expected. And it's difficult for legacy companies to compete in this world. If you think about Tesla's ability to execute here, they've been building EVs as long as they've been a car company. The legacy car companies are just starting to come around the corner and try to build EVs. And so Tesla has a distinct technology advantage and a supply chain advantage and a manufacturing advantage when it comes to EVs. But I think people are also starting to recognize this robotaxi opportunity and give it some credit. Our $3,000 price target assigns a 50% probability to robotaxis. And every single day, more data is being collected. And the more data that gets collected, the closer we are to actually seeing that opportunity realized.
When do you think Tesla will solve level 4 FSD?
I mean, it's looking quite likely that it will be next year. So the interventions, per million miles has been dropping dramatically. At some point, and that trend looks like it happens next year, is that the probability of an accident on FSD is less than that of the average human, and then significantly less than that of the average human. So it certainly appears like we will get there next year. Then of course, then there's going to be a case of, okay, well, we now have to prove this to regulators and prove it to, and we want a standard that is not just equivalent to a human, but much better than the average human. I think it's got to be at least 2 or 3 times higher safety than a human. So 2 or 3 times lower probability of injury than a human. Before we would actually say, like, okay, it's okay to go. It's not going to be equivalent. It's got to be much better.
Before we talk about a detailed breakdown, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell if you want to stay to what's going on with Tesla stock, and also if you want free stocks, check out the link in the description box below. You can get 5 free stocks for the holidays. So as you can see over here, we have Tesla stock that is bouncing back up. We have a slightly sell-off that's been happening since yesterday. We're down just a little bit, 0.21%. As I mentioned, we can see a massive rally for Tesla stock in 2022. The most important thing and the recent thing that we need to be watching out for Tesla is the upcoming earnings. So a lot of people are anticipating massive numbers, massive beat for Tesla. So we expect Tesla to rally as we get closer and closer to that earning announcement. So that is going to be one of the super bullish events that could take Tesla stock to the upside. So I've been getting a lot of questions about, okay, is it a good time to buy Tesla stock? Yes, I think Tesla, you can definitely get into Tesla stock. However, you should definitely be able to looking and buying and holding Tesla stock for the long term. If you're trying to swing trade or anything like that, it's not really going to be beneficial. But of course, if you're a short-term trader, that is pretty good. You can definitely buy into Tesla stock. You can risk off of this $1,000 area, and you can swing trade with anticipation of a rally that could happen as we go into 2022, as we get closer to earnings reports coming up pretty soon. If you're going to be buying in for the long term, of course, any price point level is good for Tesla stock. We can see a massive move coming in within the next few years as Tesla increases the production, as the 2 gigafactory starts producing vehicles, Tesla Gigafactory in Berlin and Austin. So there's going to be a lot of massive catalysts that we need to be watching out for Tesla that can make the stock explode to the upside. Not only that, we have the full self-driving feature that's going to be implemented pretty soon. So that's going to be massive for Tesla stock for the long term. Of course, a lot of people want to go in, quickly trade it too, and that's also up to you to do that. But in the short term, what to look out for Tesla stock in the next few days. So the volume has been decreasing, as you can see over here. We're in the holiday season. Not a lot of people are going to be buying and selling. It's massive hedge funds, big hedge funds are actually on a break. They have their Christmas bonus, New Year's bonuses, and they're not going to be worried about the stock market. That's why you're seeing the volume decrease for the majority of the stocks. The stock market is not doing that much, but we're still in a Santa Claus rally. The stock market usually, historically, if you look at it, it tends to perform very well in the Santa Claus rally. So we might see some Tesla stock pump up to the upside as we get into this New Year's, as we approach this New Year. We're like a few days away from this New Year. So expect Tesla to pop up above $1,100 pretty soon. We're holding strong for Tesla. Elon Musk has done selling his shares. So this is going to be a very, very great opportunity to buy Tesla and anticipate a rally to happen as we go into 2022. So let me know in the comment section below if you bought Tesla stock today. Have you been loading up Tesla stock as it dropped to all the way to around over here, $900? Let me know what you think 2022. What is your price target? If you're also new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell, get you some free stocks for the holidays. But I catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.